Assalamu alaikum students. Today we are starting with a chapter, and this is chapter number 1 in the fundamental physics book, and its name is units and measurement. So we are going to start with this chapter. So we have already studied about the measurement in our previous classes. For example, you have also studied about the measurements in grade 7 and grade 6. But this is going to be the detailed class for measurements, and you would definitely come to know about it what were actually measurements, which and all the points which were not clear in mind would definitely get clear after this presentation. Okay, so for example, measurement, we actually use measurements in our daily life, but we actually do not observe it from very nearly. So I have actually shown in the representation the measurement which we do or which we use in our daily life. For example, if you go to a grocery store, so there is a balance which is which is actually called the weighing balance, as you can see on the left. So on that weighing balance, the shopkeeper puts the weight or the objects which you actually want to buy, and it tells you about the weighing balance, tells you about it what the weight of the object is, and then according to that he predicts the price and gives to you. So basically, he what he did, he actually measured the mass of a substance. Then on right you can see the example which I have given related to milk, that we actually, whenever we take milk, we goes in the shop to take the milk. So usually the shopkeeper asks about it, how much liter of milk do you want? So this actually shows that the volume, that how much volume of the milk we want. So the liter, milliliter, the gram, milligram, the units which I've studied previously, these all are actually used in our daily life, whether it goes for purchasing an object or any object which is in the liquid state. So the measurement actually it's everywhere in our daily life. Okay students, so the next slide is about the measurements in everyday life. अब ये जो measurements हैं ये आपने भी अपनी daily life में observe की होंगी. The picture on the left basically shows the measurement of length. For example, if he goes to the tailor, so he usually measures the length by with the help of inch tape. एंड जैसे कि आपको यहाँ पिक्चर में दिख रहा है कि एक लड़का अपनी जो शर्ट है बेसिकली उसकी लेंथ या फिर जो आप कह सकते हैं जो विड्थ है उसको मेजर करवा रहा है टेलर से. ओके, सो दिस वाज द मेजरमेंट ऑफ लेंथ. और इस तरीके से अब लेंथ के भी डिफरेंट यूनिट होते हैं, आपने सुने होंगे, आपने पढ़ा होगा. फॉर एग्जांपल, वी कैन मेजर लेंथ इन मीटर्स, वी कैन मेजर लेंथ इन सेंटीमीटर्स, माइल्स एंड सो ऑन. So this was the measurement of length. While a picture is also shown on the right, which actually shows the measurement of the temperature, which is very common nowadays. For example, we are using thermometer to check the temperature of the human body. For example, nowadays the corona is spread, it has a spread in all over the world. तो हम क्या कर रहे हैं बेसिकली अपने बॉडी के टेम्परेचर को जस्ट टू चेक इट आउट, वी आर यूजिंग द thermometers, different thermometers, और द थर्मल कैपेसिटी डिवाइसेस जो कि हमें ये बता रही होती हैं कि हमारी बॉडी का टेम्परेचर क्या है. Okay, so for example, if you use thermometer, a digital thermometer or a normal manual thermometer, so basically this thermometer tells about the temperature of the human body. सो जैसे कि आपको पता है, अगर हम एक मैनुअल थर्मोमीटर का यूज़ करें, सो दिस थर्मोमीटर, इस थर्मोमीटर के अंदर बेसिकली बीच के अंदर अगर आप देखें तो एक वाइट कलर की लाइन होती है विच इज़ ऑफ द मर्करी. सो मर्करी एक लिक्विड मेटल है and it rises up as the temperature increases. So if there will be any type of increment of the temperature of the body, the mercury level will rise up. So we can use the measurement in terms of length and in terms of temperature as well. Okay students, so why do we need measurement in physics? Basically, to understand any phenomenon in physics we have to perform experiments, and these experiments require measurements. and we measure several physical properties like length, mass, time, temperature, pressure by using different type of devices or instrument. Experimental verification of laws and theories also need measurement of the physical properties. For example, now let's go toward physical quantity. A physical quantity, what it is a physical quantity, we should know about that. A physical property basically is that can be measured and described by a number is called physical quantity. For example, we can say that mass of a person is 65 kg. So basically the 65 is representing the physical quantity. Then this is the quantity. And as you can see that after 65 there is a unit which is kilogram kg. So this is showing the physical quantity. The similar case we can apply on the length. For example, the length of the table is 3 meters, so it means that the 3 meter is also a physical quantity. For the next example is that area of the hall is 100 meters square, it means that it is also a physical quantity. Then if we go toward the temperature of the room, so the for example if the temperature of the room is 300 Kelvin, it means that the 300 Kelvin is showing that it's a physical quantity. Okay students, so the next slide is about the units of measurement. In this slide we are going to talk about the units which we use for measurement. Now what is a unit? Basically the standard used for the measurement of physical quantity is called a unit. Okay, so we have actually, you have also heard about different units which we use in the everyday life, and you have also studied in general sciences as well. So basically these are the units, and I have also written the examples here. For example, we have the example of length, like the unit which we can use for length are the meter, foot, or inch. For mass representation we can go for kilogram, pound, and for time we use minutes, second, hours, and for the temperature we use Fahrenheit, Kelvin, degree Celsius, degree centigrade. Okay, so basically these are the units which actually shows the particular measurement. Now there are certain characteristics of unit. For example, the units are usually very well defined, they are of the suitable size, they are reproducible, they are invariable, they are indestructible, and they are internationally acceptable. It means that internationally acceptable means, for example, if we say that my height is 165 centimeters, it means that the unit which you have said is internationally accepted. Okay students, basically there are three different type of system of units. The first one is CGS system. It is also called the Gaussian system of units, and this system basically was introduced in France. The scientists of France developed this system of unit, and basically this is actually based on centimeter, gram, second as a fundamental unit of length, mass, and time. For example, the length, for the length we can use centimeter, and for the mass we can use gram, and for time we can use second. So this is about the CGS system. Okay students, basically there are three different type of system of units. The first one is CGS system. It is also called the Gaussian system of units, and this system basically was introduced in France. The scientists of France developed this system of unit, and basically this is actually based on centimeter, gram, second as a fundamental unit of length, mass, and time. For example, the length, for the length we can use centimeter, and for the mass we can use gram, and for time we can use second. So this is about the CGS system. And the next system is the MK system, and it is also called French system of units. The system basically was introduced also in France, and it is based on meter, kilogram, and second as a fundamental unit of length, mass, and time. According to this system, the length unit would be meter, and the mass unit would be kilogram, and the unit for the time would be second. The next system of unit is the FPS system. It is also called British system of unit, and it was developed and introduced in Britain. By the British it was developed. Okay, and it is based basically on foot, pound, and second as a fundamental unit of length, mass, and time. For example, for length in FPS system we use foot as a unit, In FPS system for mass we use actually pound as a unit, and for time we use second as a unit.